So many people are asking me when space will go up. We can, see towards the second half of the year a pickup on the stocks. The worst thing that can happen right now to us is a further delay, right? Chamath sued over insider sale of Virgin Galactic shares. Let me introduce you to my brand new product, X10 Day Trading. Basically, you are sick and tired of your 9-to-5 jobs like I was, then this is for you. Or you just want to get a little bit of money on the side, a couple of $1,000s per month with day trading, where you don't need to know technical analysis and where you watch only 10 videos to know the strategy that I used to 10x $2,000. Yes, in 1 month, and I did it twice. And let me tell you what comes with it. A 30-minute call with me, plus an exclusive group that is coming only with this purchase, plus a second 30-minute call with me a couple of weeks later to see if you're going. So I'm holding your hand, but obviously it's time limited, so 50 people maximum. Get in if you want right now. Welcome to Virgin Galactic Fridays, your favorite show on the most favorite space company out there, Virgin Galactic. Yes, every Friday, so make sure to subscribe and ring the bell if you don't want to miss any episode in the future. Now, you have seen also the little trailer for my new course. Later on to that a little bit more. Let's dive in. We will talk about the most important question, when space will go up. Then we will dive into the insider trading lawsuit that is now overhanging over the freedom and further gain for Virgin Galactic stock. And then we will talk about the space performance, and last but not least, the stock chart analysis. Okay, so with that said, let's dive into the first topic, when space will go up. So many people are asking me when space go up, okay? We have quite of a negative journey over the last couple of months, but I see already light on the horizon, quite literally, with Virgin Galactic basically, lifting up in the second half of the year 2022, okay? So we know from the earnings release that we will start a commercial operation in the Q4, and we will finish the enhancement period in the Q3. So I think, like in the video prior to this video, you basically see a couple of moves that we are going into this period where we could see a very much interest of Virgin Galactic for the overall market. Like, a lot of negative news pushed the price down, but then that those comebacks can be quite rapidly and quite sharp, right? So we have the message or the vision at the horizon, and it's still a couple of months towards it, and we don't know what's happening in May. Usually the summer is a little bit low, so I hope that we can still load up some space in the single digits before it goes to double digits, and then we can see towards the second half of the year a pickup on the stocks. I can really see that coming very, very easily, and you need to stay till the end, because there we will talk about the chart setup where we break through some moving average that will even push this move even further, okay? So this is very important, but the most important is that they should be now concentrating 120% on the enhancement period, because the worst thing that can happen right now to us is a further delay, right? If they come out again and say, let's do the commercial operation in the first quarter, and everybody will say, like, we knew it, right? So this would be the worst thing. So it's the most important part to stick to those dates, to every earnings from now. Just stick to those earnings statements to say, we are still on time on the Q3 with the enhancement period finishing and the Q4 start of the commercial operation. This is gold for the stock, okay? This is literally gold for the stock, and we know how important gold is right now in those climates. So, you know, beside all of what is happening on the market, I think this is like a clear path that is showing that there's really potential towards the end of the year for the stock. And I don't want to say, you know, how much I think the stock will go up. If you want me to give you a, let's say, a rough guess, let me know in the comments below, and let's dive into the next topic. So another shareholders lawsuit. We have known that from the past, and usually this is something connected throughout many different companies, okay? Usually this comes when shareholders are not in the same opinion as the main management of the company or the main shareholders of the company, in this case Chamath with social capital and Chamath as Palihapitiya per private person, as well as Richard Branson, right? So the situation is always the same, like they are doing something, then the stock goes usually down, and then the shareholders try to sue, because you can sue everyone in a free country, right? Which is good, but you know, obviously most of the suit cases don't go anywhere. At least you have some really potential kind of concrete numbers or proofs that something really happened, right, to your disadvantage. However, let's have a look what is actually said and being told about Chamath and Richard Branson in this article here. So the headlines goes like: Chamath Palihapitiya sued over insider sale of Virgin Galactic shares. Chamath Palihapitiya took advantage of his insider role as chairman of Virgin Galactic Holdings to sell 10 million shares of struggling space company Virgin Galactic before he abruptly quit the board last month, okay? So this is old news. He sold a little bit of stock, or he sold all the stocks that he hold privately, and he actually is still holding a lot of shares by his social capital investment arm, okay? And people are saying, okay, and then he jumped the ship as a chairman, and the complaint goes actually also against Richard Branson, who pocketed 301 million by dumping his shares while the stock price was artificially inflated, whatever this is, okay? So I think that the most important part is here, okay? While Virgin Galactic has promoted the flights of Eve and Unit spacecraft as successes, they were in fact rudimentary prototypes, lacking key engineering documentation, with some documentation containing design errors according to the complaint. Branson and the company have capitalized on periods of good news according to the lawsuit. So basically what they are saying is, you know, the overall ships were not in a great shape. That's why they had to push it with good news and then sell their shares, and then and then basically, you know, I'm laughing a little bit because it's a little bit funny, and basically then jump the ship while, you know, the stock is high or artificially high. Now, first of all, if you would done your research, do your own research, you would know that of course the ships are very old equipment, okay? And they still are doing the test flights, okay? Which it was communicated all over, okay? Those are test flights to test equipment, to test changes. We have seen that some engineering steps need to be taken to make the mothership and the spaceship better, so there was the delays and so on. And then they basically, you know, except one flight that they want to make after the enhancement period, they said, okay, let's put the fleet into enhancement to start the operation. So, you know, where's the issue here? I don't get it that much. Obviously, people will complain because, of course, they would love, you know, Virgin Galactic goes to 100, 150, and people bought at, you know, 50 and 60 maybe, and, you know, got really into the FOMO moment. But, you know, that's investing. If you're wrong, you cannot go back and say, you know, oh, it's always easy to point fingers on others while the real problem is basically yourself. Okay, so what I think will happen, either they will agree on some a little bit of Virgin Galactic will maybe say, okay, have a couple of $1 million to close that. We don't want this press around our company and so on. Or they really go to court and let the court decide what's going on. I don't think there's much of opportunity for the suers here, because it was always a test flight program. The stock got picked up by Wall Street and the likes. Richard Branson just had a pre-announced trading plan to sell off some stock to support his other businesses. So in the end of the day, it was all well communicated, in my personal opinion. Of course, some things came in sudden, but the exit of Chamath as a chairman and the exit of his private position was totally, different type of events. It was not together, right? So, moreover, Michael Koglaser, to the exit of Chamath, said, it was planned. We are super appreciating what he have done for Virgin Galactic, and so on and so forth. So, with that said, this is it to this topic, in my personal opinion. So, either a settlement with a small amount, or really going to court, while the shareholders there shouldn't have too much, kind of leverage there to go deep into the pockets of Virgin Galactic. Now, quickly to the X10 day trading course. As you remember, the trader in the beginning of this vlog, we just did yesterday, so really like not even a couple of hours into the market open, we did this trade where we put it on the S&P 500, $1,800 on our test account on Interactive Brokers. And this account is just to show people in my group how to trade and what we think. And we thought that the S&P 500 will sell off towards the weekend. Nobody want to have the risk into the weekend, and it really happened. So the stock put option on the S&P 500 went up 40%, and we made over a $1,000 profit in the test account with test budget. So this is something that you will learn into the group. So if you're interested, check it out, and let's dive into the next topic. Yeah, it wasn't the best week for space. This is because of the overall bad news on the market, and specifically for Virgin Galactic with the lawsuit that is basically insider trading against Chamath and Richard. But a little bit more to that in this vlog, so stay tuned. Let's look into this performance. So we are heavy hitted by the day that was on Wednesday with the 12.42%, which was quite a strong deficit for space. And the average volume was 20.55 million, while yesterday's or the bad days volume was 20 million. So a little under the average volume. So not big volume that would support this downtrend. So this means that this move, even though big, was not substantial. So all substantial moves on stocks are usually combined with huge volume, okay? This makes the total of if you were looking into the whole months. So on the overall months, you have like a 7% downturn, which just shows you that we were quite volatile during the earnings, right? And then kind of adjusted to the overall market situation. Let's talk about the other topics right now. From the chart point, as you can see, we are actually going to the lowest point here. Usually when we reach this lower point of the Bollinger Band, then we usually bounce a little bit back, okay? So the bad news, the weekend, the war in Ukraine, everything is playing here a role. And here are the two factors that I was talking about, or talking about since a long time. Once we having the front runners, buying Virgin Galactic here, we should cross the 50 moving average, which is the $10 mark, and then we are ready to go and conquer the 200 moving average, which is $22.5 mark. I think both can be broken this year. This means that if you now invest I think there's a 200% gain possible in the shares within this year. This is what I think could happen. Here you see that with the RSI, the factor or the kind of is to tell us if we are in an oversold or overbought situation. Otherwise, this would be the same. We are here at the 42, so in the mid-range. Nothing spectacular here. So we continuing this downfall here for Virgin Galactic. The news with the Ukraine war, the news with the shareholders lawsuit against Richard and Chamath is not helping definitely, which makes for us long-term holders a great opportunity to buy more. I'm buying more towards the end of the month as usual. So looking forward to hopefully see the $6. This would be absolutely insane. Thank you very much for watching and see you later or tomorrow.